What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band The True Werwolf, entitled Devil Crisis. This is released on Werwolf Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Lappeenranta, Finland, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be very traditional, dark, experimental style of black metal. Yeah. To be honest, I'm not that well versed when it comes to the material of the True Werwolf. However, I am very well versed when it comes to Satanic Warmaster, because this is a project run by, of course, the namesake Werewolf, Gruff Werewolf, whatever you want to refer to him as. I'm a huge Satanic Warmaster fan. I love everything that project has done, and I definitely think it speaks for itself when it comes to the legacy and importance of Finnish black metal, but that's for another discussion. But the True Werwolf was formed a couple of years after the formation of the Satanic Warmaster project, and while the True Werwolf is black metal in nature, this project has veered off into very different experimental sort of territories. Of course, when you think of from what I've listened to the True Werewolf in the past, I've really enjoyed it. From the Vampire Strigoi and Ritual demos, to releases like Weeping Lord of the Majestic Plagues, to Battle Moon, to even the Devil Music compilation that came out not too long ago. I obviously still have a lot more to go when it comes to listening to the True Werewolf's material, but I think it's really, really awesome. Especially the last time we had heard something from the True Werewolf not too long ago in the form of the split with Druidan Forest, which is the dungeon synth experimental project from V Chaos of Vargrav. Really interesting split, and I definitely think both sides of that split were phenomenal. But after all this time, after all the demos, all the EPs, all the compilations, we finally have the first full-length album from the True Werwolf entitled Devil Crisis. Aside from the drumming and the keys, Werewolf pretty much does a lot of the vocals, the guitar playing, and bass work for this album. So I was very curious to see how things were going to work out for this full length, and now here we are with that full length in question, Devil Crisis. It's 7 tracks, and it clocks in at around 44.5 minutes in length. And pretty much this is a nice little full circle moment coming together here with this album, because there is just so much to be swept into. It almost has a cinematic sort of edge going for it. And I think this almost cinematic edge makes Devil Crisis probably not only one of the best black metal records of 2020, but one of the best metal records of 2020, period. This is just an incredible album to listen to. And of course, the way this album gets started with the track My Journeys Under the Battle Moon, and going on from there, it's just a wild and crazy journey. And of course, Werewolf is there to help steer you along this mad, crazy trip. And musically, it is just fantastic. There are lots and lots of smooth, well-balanced riffs to be heard throughout this entire album, especially on later tracks like Spellbound and Chi no Nimada. Really, really excellent guitar playing going on here. I love the riffs. I love the lead-ins. I just love how well structured and well balanced these guitar riffs are. It's just really awesome to listen to. Great audible bass tones to be heard throughout this entire record too. I definitely think this album has a really solid sound when it comes to the overall mix and production of things. The drumming on here is really, really awesome. Definitely maintains a very strong and sturdy pace throughout, especially for some of these really lengthy songs. Like, take the track Thy Deviant. That is the longest track on here at about 10.5 minutes. But this drummer has a lot of guts, will, and determination and stamina with his performance, and especially with later longer tracks like the aforementioned Chi no Nimada and The Witch of My Heart. Absolutely fantastic drum work going on here. Another thing to point out about why this album is so fucking awesome is the keyboards. I mentioned V Chaos not too long ago. He does some keyboard work on this album. If I'm not mistaken, there's another person who does some keyboard work on this album. I don't remember the guy's name by hand, but I think he plays in the band Fintroll. Not really a Fintroll fan, but I definitely give this guy some credit for getting involved in a really unique project like the True Werwolf. And the keyboards are definitely awesome here. Once again, going to tracks like Thy Deviant and Chino Nimada. Just some really sweeping, beautiful, elegant keyboards being played throughout this album, and it just makes the experience that much more fulfilling. And when it comes to the vocals, it's just Werwolf doing Werwolf things, him having that distinctive, recognizable, high-edged sort of scream, really wretched and chaotic vocals. It just makes his vocal delivery sound that much more entertaining. And I really love not only the vocal deliveries that he does here, but also the wordplay, the lyrics. Once again, going back to Chino Nimada, I think it's a little bit of a Castlevania thing going on here. I definitely think there's some video game influences going on with that track. But as for the rest of this album, it's just your typical blasphemy, lustfulness, done very, very well here. And I think Werwolf does a phenomenal job in terms of the vocals and with the lyrical themes of this album. So overall, this is a really awesome album. If you are into anything that Werwolf does, whether it be Satanic Warmaster or whether it be the True Werwolf project itself, this is a very, very worthwhile debut. This is definitely a way better album than I had hoped and anticipated it to be. And I definitely think this is going to garner a lot of replayability and a lot of repeat listens for those that are into very awesome, over-the-top sort of styles of black metal. And I think with Devil Crisis, this does that job very, very well. If I had to think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say My Journeys Under the Battle Moon, Thy Deviant, Chino Nimada, and 0373 is a pretty damn good track too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the True Werewolf Bandcamp page where you can listen to this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it, buy it digitally, and it is available in a wide multitude of physical formats, CD, Digipack CD, cassette tape, 12-inch vinyl, gatefold 12-inch vinyl, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you everything that came in this package here. This, of course, is the alternative artwork for the album. There you can see this really gorgeous matte finish on this jacket, absolutely beautiful. You have the back cover here with some more matte finish and spot gloss. There you see the band members in question. There you see Grand, that's the guy that did the drums for this album. Absolutely beautiful gatefold here with photography, more spot gloss, and lyrics. And if I'm not mistaken, this gatefold is the only thing that has the lyrics. I don't know if the digipacks or the CD versions carry the lyrics or not, but as far as records are concerned, you can get the lyrics here. It comes with a poster of the original artwork, which is also very nice and dandy, if I must say so myself. And I know the gatefold alternate artwork came with different vinyl colors, but I got a standard black vinyl with that. I don't know if I originally ordered red, but I'm pretty sure that sold out, or they probably may have underestimated how well it was going to sell. But any which way, get this album any which way you can. This is really good stuff. So again, the album is Devil Crisis by the True Werwolf. This is released on Werwolf Records. Go check this one out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a pretty solid 9 out of 10. Definitely some entertaining black metal from one of Finland's most well-known black metal entities. So if you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Or any of you guys into the True Werwolf, definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Check out my channel. Until the next time, Army Hell out.